Good morning, welcome to class. Thank you so much for coming this morning or this afternoon or wherever you are. Thanks for making this a priority. Let's warm up, all right? So standing straight and tall at the top of, you're in the center of your mat. You can see I am facing the other direction. When we start to do the lunges, I will face to the side. So don't be confused, all right? Just I want you to be able to see. So right foot back and left foot back, all right? And then I'm gonna turn and face the camera, but don't be confused. You stay facing me, all right? It's the same warm up we've been doing. So stand up straight and tall, toes together, heels slightly apart. Squeeze your glutes under. Roll your shoulders back. Give me a couple shoulder rolls back. Head from one side to the other. Good. And stand up tall. There's a string coming out of the top of your head. Hands by your sides. Take a deep inhale up and out. I'm going to turn the music on. One more deep inhale up and out. Good. Abs in, glutes under. Stand up straight. Shoulders back. Here we go. Inhale up. Inhale. Slight back bend. Squeeze your glutes. Hold here. And reach up. And exhale over. Hang heavy. Shake your head yes. And no. Shake out your shoulders and your elbows. Shake out your knees. And slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Ending with a big shoulder roll down. Good. Here we go. Inhale. Up. Slight back bend. Squeeze your glutes. And breathe up. And over. Bend your right knee. And bend your left knee. And roll up. Good. One more just like that. Inhale. Up. Slight back bend. Squeeze your glutes. And breathe up. And over. Good. Bend your right knee. Bend your left. Good. Roll it up. Awesome. I'm going to turn to the side. Lunge back. 3 on your right. 2, 1, and in. 3, 2, 1. 2 more on your right. 3, 2, 1. Tap in. 3, 2, 1. Same thing on the left. 3, 2, 1. Tap in. 3, 2, 1. 2 more. 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Squat twice. Down and lift. Flat back and roll it up. 2 more. Down and lift. Good. Flat back and roll it up. Again. Down and lift. Squeeze the glutes. Pull your belly button up. Flat back. Roll it up. 1 more. Down and lift. Good. Off the mat to the right side. Big step. Good. Reach up. Reach and pull. Good. Again. Down and lift. Down and lift. Beautiful. Same thing to the other side. Down. Beautiful. Hips back. Reach up and over. Reach and pull. Good. Hips back. Beautiful. Reach up. Love it. Back to the center of your mat. Inhale up. Slight back bend. Squeeze your glutes. And breathe up. And over. Bend your right knee. Bend your left. Beautiful. And roll all the way up. Lunge back on the right foot. Pull. 3, 2, 1. Again. 3, 2, 1. Other side. Left. 3, 2, 1. Last one. 3, 2, 1. Squat twice. Down and lift. Flat back. Pull your belly button in. And roll. 1 more. Down and lift. Flat back. Belly button in. Beautiful. Off the mat to the right. Big step. Beautiful. Reach up. Reach and pull. Other side. Down and lift. Good. Reach up. Beautiful. Back to the center. Last time. Inhale. In through your nose. Slide backward, squeeze your glutes. And breathe up and over. Bend your right knee. Bend your left. And roll up. Good. Lunge back on the right. Pulse. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Stay on your right. Step back and check your form. Feet hip distance apart. Back knee. Stack, stack, stack. Left side. 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. Step back and hold. Left side. Check your form. Glutes under. Hips forward. A little lower. Good. Hips distance apart. Squeeze. Down and lift. Flat back. Roll it up. One more. Down and lift. Flat back. Beautiful. And roll. All right, check your squat form. Whip your toes. Push your hips back. Pull your shoulder blades back and down. Pull your belly button in. Can you sit a little lower? And come on up. Now let's check your flat back form. Hips back. Almost like a half lift. Energy coming out of the top of your head. Flat back. Stretching back your hamstrings. Roll it up. Good. Shake out your wrists. Shake out your ankles. Both directions. Stretch the tops of your ankles. Make sure you switch sides. Switch directions. All right. Let's get going. All right. Before we jump into sun salutations, which is the next part of our workout, we are going to talk about low lunges again, which is what we talked about last week, okay? So, one of the main things that yoga is about making your body into the correct picture, the correct shape, okay? A lot of people can say a lot of different things about what yoga is about, okay? But for this class, and in a strictly fitness environment, yoga is a lot about holding, finding, making the correct shape with your body. Okay, so as we continue to work on our yoga poses, we've already hit a couple. Up dog, down dog, now we're hitting low lunge, okay? We might get to high lunge today if we have time, we'll see. You want to think about what muscles you're using, what muscles you are stretching versus tightening, what muscles you're using to protect your joint rather than having a joint be bones alone. We want to focus more on the joint being the muscles around the joint, all right? So that's why I talk about straightening your legs, not with your knee bones, but with your quads, all right? What we talk about moving our pelvis, not with our hips, but with our glutes and lower abs, all right? So think about all of those things as you are trying to make the correct shape that we're supposed to be making in yoga. And just so you know, I'm still a work in progress with my yoga, so I'll show you the pose to the best that my body's able to, and I'll give you the directions, and it's not ever perfect. Yours won't be either, and it won't ever look exactly like mine because your body's not the same as mine, but I'll give you the position that it's supposed to look like, all right? Okay, so for low lunge, remember let's start with our right foot back, okay? Again, I'm turning to the side. You do whatever makes the most sense for you watching the video. All right, so lots of space between your 2 feet. Your front foot is flat on the ground, all right? Front knee tracking right over the front ankle. 90 degrees right here, ideally, all right? You should feel a nice stretch in your hamstrings as you push your hips down and tilt them forward, squeezing your glutes, okay? Your hands should be on either side of your front knee, okay? If you can only touch like this, that's what you're doing. If you can palm all the way down, that's what you're doing, all right? Fists are fine as well. If you can't reach, your hands can be here, here, here. But I don't want you sitting up here because that's a different pose, all right? So tilt your chest forward as if you're laying the side side of your chest, down on your front thigh, all right? Head in line with your spine, nice straight spine. So if you have to curl over to touch the ground, that's when one hand or both hands are here, all right? It'll mean you're balancing a little bit more, so good luck, all right? You want your back foot back far enough so that ideally your heel is right over your toes, all right? And you want to push your heel back, squeeze your calves, squeeze your hamstrings, and push your knee up using your quads, all right? So that ideally there's one straight line between your head and your heel, all right? Push down from here. You should feel a stretch here and in your right hip flexor, which is on the other side. You can't really see it in the video here, all right? I'll show you the same pose from the other side. On the other same side, but towards the other direction. So my right foot is still down, okay? So you can see what my body's doing on the other side, okay? Pressing forward here, pulling up through my quads, pressing my heel back. All of those things will lengthen through the back of my leg, okay? My head is lined with my spine, my shoulders are back and down. This is what your shape should look like, all right? If your body does not work with this, you can drop to your back knee, okay? But be sure that your knee is still over your ankle, your back is still flat, you're still tilting forward with your glutes, your hip flexors getting a nice stretch, all right? Your gaze should be forward or slightly down, but not down here, all right? In front of your toe, maybe 4 feet in front of your toe, all right? So that's low lunge. Let's do the same thing on the left side, okay? So now the front leg is right, your left leg is back, okay? So, knee over the ankle, lots of space between your 2 feet. Your front foot is flat. Your back foot, your heel tracks over your toes, pressing back, all right? If you're all the way like this, move your toes back a little bit. Squeeze your calves, squeeze your quads and your hamstrings, all right? Lengthen through your hamstrings and push your knee up with your quads right here. Push up from there. That will protect your knee joint, all right? Hands can be on the ground, palm, fingertips, however is comfortable, or here, okay? Do what you need to do so that you can flatten out your back, lengthen through your spine. Be sure your chest is laying on your thigh. Can you push up a little higher? Lengthening here, pressing up with your quads, squeezing your glutes, press your hips forward. You should feel a stretch in your front hamstring, your back hamstring, your back hip flexor. Press straight down into the ground here. 90-degree angle or slightly less in your front knee, all right? Eye gaze about 4 feet in front of your front toe. Pull up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. You can come up if you need to. I'm gonna do it on the other side so you can see. Also, so we're just doing it again, equaling everything out, all right? Pressing your hips down. Good. Keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. Pull your shoulders back. Press your heel back. Press down from right here. Good. And remember, you can always come down to your back knee if that is what your body needs. Or when you start to fatigue and you start to lose the correct shape, that's when you come down to your knee. All right? But you keep pressing forward. Keep your lower abs activated. Good. And we sit back. Okay, so we're going to add lower lunge into our sun salutations. All right? So, watch. Deep inhale up. Exhale over. Half lift. shoulders back and down, head in line with the spine. String coming out of the top of your head, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Lengthen through the backs of your legs. Belly button in. Step back to plank. Watch where your hands are. They should be narrow and back under your armpits, all right? Drop down to your knees if you want to. Little tricep push-up, elbows in and back. Onto the tops of your feet. Press your hips forward. Roll your shoulders back and down. Head in line with your spine. Press into the tops of your feet. Toes under, press back to down dog. We're going to do some crouches just like we have, okay? And then we're going to bring our right foot forward, all right? And we're going to press and lift, all right? Just preparing those muscles to work and stretch. Then we're going to switch, come back to plank, opposite leg. You can always do it from your knee. You're pushing and pulling from here. You ready? Good luck. Ready? You're going to stand slightly forward at the center of your mat, toes together, heels slightly apart. Squeeze your glutes, pull your belly button in. Shoulders roll back and down. We're going to do 2 sunny salutations super slow. Then we're going to speed it up. All right? So head in line with your spine, standing tall. Take 1 deep inhale. And out. Here we go. Inhale up, up. Exhale over. Good. Half lift. Bend your knees slightly. Stretch through the backs of your legs. Belly button up. Stretch through your back. Shoulders down. Come on down and down to plank. Watch your hands. Hold your plank. Drop to your knees if you'd like to. Little tricep push-up. Onto the tops of your feet. Into up dog. Press into the tops of your feet. Stay on your knees or squeeze your quads and bring your knees off the ground. Press into your palms. Toes under, press back to down dog. Press your heels down. Lengthen through the backs of your legs. Press into the palms of your hands. Head in line with your spine, in between your arms. All right, let's crouch. Drop your knees. Drop your hips. Press up. Press your heels. And crouch. And extend, pressing your heels. And crouch. And extend, hold your down dog. Press your chest forward. Step in. Inhale up. Exhale over. And flat back, half lift. Shoulders back and down. Stretch through the backs of your legs. Belly button in. Relax down. Hold your plank. Squeeze your glutes. Pull your belly button up. Drop to your knees if you'd like to. Little tricep push-up. Into up dog onto the tops of your feet. Squeeze your glutes. Press into the tops of your feet. Squeeze your quads. Press into the palms of your hands. Toes under. Press back to down dog. Be sure your feet are hip distance apart. Spread your fingers and pull your shoulders away from your ears. Pedal your feet, press one heel down, and switch, and switch, and switch. Press both heels down. Good. And step in. Good. We're going to do it a little faster, and then we're going to add the low lunge. All right, so take a deep breath here. Shake out your wrists and ankles. Here we go. Inhale up. Inhale up. Exhale over. Half lift. Step back to plank. Chaturanga or a little tricep push-up. Into up dog. Toes under, press back to down dog. Stay here. Pull your shoulder blades down. Press your heels down. Lengthen through the backs of your legs. Take a deep inhale. And as you exhale, press your chest towards your knees. Right leg comes forward. Low lunge. Press forward and back. Forward and back. Forward and back. Think about all the things we just talked about with low lunge. Pressing forward from here. Pulling up with your quads. Shoulders back. Knee never goes past your front toe. Press and release. Press and release. 3, 2, 1. Step back. Switch sides. Check your form first. Drop down your back knee if you need to. When you're ready, you press and release. Press and release. Remember, your hands can be up here. One hand can be down. Good. Hang in there. We've got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step in. Good. Here we go. Inhale up. Inhale up. Exhale over. Half lift. Step back to plank. Little tricep push up. Into up dog. Toes under, press back to down dog. And step in. Here we go again. Inhale up. Exhale over. Half lift. Step back to plank. Little tricep push up. Into up dog. Toes under, press back to down dog. And step in. Good job. Grab some water. All right. We're back and ready for some lower body. We've been focusing so far on quads and glutes. All right. We're going to do a little bit of work on adductors and abductors today. All right. So abductors are these guys on the outside. Think of someone being abducted or something being abducted, ABD, to take away. So you're pulling this foot away from the other foot, all right? When we do this, be sure your knee and your toes stay forward or slightly down. So you're using these muscles rather than turning this way and letting your hip flexors take over, which are a much bigger muscle group. So abductors. And then adductors, ADD, like in addition, you're adding to. So you're taking this leg and bringing it to this other leg. So bringing in. So to work these, we actually have to go across our body, all right? So imagine you are kicking a little soccer ball, nice little pass, and you squeeze your thighs together. Those are your adductors, okay? Abductors, adductors, all right? And of course, I'm sure we will do some work with the quads and the glutes as well. The other thing that I want to do today, on Thursday, we did this move where we lunge and then we lift. So I want to go over that lifting movement, and that is glutes, a little bit of lower back, but we want to focus on our glutes. So we're going to throw that in as well. Okay, so be sure you are balancing on your front foot. Your back foot is bent, and your knee is pointing towards the side, all right? So this also uses our external rotators, all right? You're learning a whole bunch of new anatomy today, okay? So external rotation, flex your foot, and lift from your glutes. This is super important practice for how not to use your lower back, all right? If you lean slightly forward, that will take a little pressure off of your lower back. And you can also hold your hand right here to remind your lower back to relax, okay? Okay, you ready for it? Here we go. All right, so we're gonna start just with some basic squats. So we've been working on center squats. We're gonna do wider squats, okay? Feet slightly externally rotated, pointing at a diagonal. All right, when you sit down, your knees track the same direction as your toes. You sit straight back and up, okay? So none of this. Push your knees out. You can even put your hands right here, okay? Put your hands right here so that you don't let your knees pull in, okay? A little more glutes here than quads. Good. Here we are. Out and forward. Good. Out and across. across, abductors, and adductors. Just out, 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 out. Keep your toe pointing to the front or slightly down. Be sure you're feeling it right here, not right here, okay? 4, 3, 2, across. Forward, forward, forward. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze them. Good. Pull, 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 pull. Good. Here's the one to the back. Lift, lift, lift. Hand can be right here. Use your glutes. Good. Lift, lift, lift. 4, 3, 2, hip flexors. We didn't talk about this one. Just lift and lift. Good. Knee slightly above hip level to about hip level. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Back to wide, down, and lift. All right, so we haven't done much balance yet, so there you go. You should have been spending that whole time balanced on your right foot. Good. Here we go. Up, hold, across, hold. Up, hold, across, hold. If balance is a problem, you tap in between each one, okay? But really try to balance to the outside. Out, 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 out. Good. You're feeling it right here. Turn your knee forward. Hang in there. 4, 3, 2, take across. Go up, 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 up. Good. Imagine there's a tension band on your ankle trying to pull you back. Okay? I'm turning to the side. Bend your knee, external rotation. We lift and lift. Place your hand here if you want to. All in the glutes, not the lower back. 4, 3, 2, hip flexor. Up, 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 up. Good. Your ankle's starting to feel it down below. Grab the ground with your toes. Don't forget to breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Wide feet. Pressing your knees out. Squeezing your glutes. Beautiful. All right, we're doing it one more time each side. Out and forward. Out and forward. 2 more. Out. Good. Last one. Press it out. Here we go. Out, 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 out. Feeling it right here. Balance is starting to get iffy. Hang in there. We've got 4, 3, 2, take it across. Across. Or up. Flexing the foot, slight bend in the knee. Squeeze your thighs together. Good. Push, 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 push. 4, 3, 2, to the back. And lift, and lift. Just so you know, you don't have to turn. I just want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Lift, and lift, lift, and lift. 4, 3, 2, knee up, and up, up, and up. Grab the ground with your bottom foot, that will help you balance. Squeeze your glutes. Woo! Balance becomes hard, so we get tired. 2, 1. Down and lift. Press your knees out. Good. Sit your hips back and down. Good. You should feel this in your external rotators like we just talked about. This side, here we go. Up, pause, across, pause. Up to the side, pause, across, pause. Good. Up, good. Just to the outside, here we go. Abductors, ABD, abduct. Good. It's a quiz question. What muscle groups should we learn in our lower body? Abductors and adductors. All right. rotators. Give it up. Up, 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 up. To the back. So remember, this is the external rotators. You're rotating out, flexing your foot, using just your glutes, not your lower back. Good. 4, 3, 2, to the front. Up, up, up. We're almost there. Up, up. And what was this one? Hip flexors. Good. So 4 answers to that quiz question on Canvas. Last time, wide squats. Good. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Shake it out. Grab some water if you need it. Otherwise, here we go. We're learning high lunge. All right, high lunge, and then we're actually also going to talk about runner's lunge. Okay, so pay attention here because your second quiz question on Canvas is name the difference between high lunge and lower lunge, and name the difference between lower lunge and runner's lunge. All right, so I will have just answered all of your quiz questions. Be sure you go on Canvas and answer those so you get credit for class today. Awesome. Okay, so let's start with high lunge. Okay, so in high lunge, we position our feet very much the same that we did for low lunge, all right? Our feet on train tracks, all right, not on a balance beam. It's about hip distance apart. Head stacking over shoulders, stacking over hips, so that's different than low lunge, okay? We sit straight down so that our energy is directly between both legs, rather than leaning forward as we did in low lunge, okay? So you press your hips under so that you stack, 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 all right? If hip flexor flexibility is an issue for you, your tendency is going to be to lean forward, okay? Don't let it happen. Instead, press forward from here, dropping your hips, 90-degree angle, or just slightly less, so that your knee is right over your ankle. Your back heel over your toes, so press that back heel back. If you're all the way back here, walk your toes back further and press from your hip flexor, okay? So high lunge is right here. We can also be up here. Some people will call this crescent lunge, okay? Very much the same thing, lots of different names for different things. If we have our hands up, shoulders are back and down, always, always. Okay, so drop your shoulders, press forward with your hips, stretches in the hip flexor. Same thing as low lunge, you're grabbing your knee with your quads, pressing it so that your leg can be straight. Okay, so low lunge is here, high lunge is here or here. Okay, again, your front foot is firmly on the ground, flat on the ground. Back heel is up. Okay, so answer to your quiz question. Difference between high lunge and low lunge. Your chest is up, your head stacked in line with your shoulders over your hips, sitting all the way up, pressing down from the center of your body. Your torso sitting down between both feet, okay? All right, so if you didn't do that with me, great. If you did, you just get to do it again. Either way is fine, okay? So let's start with our right foot forward, all right? Sit straight down, pull your belly button in, press your hips forward, stack here. Let's put our arms up, all right? So hold, hold, hold. Don't forget to breathe. Take a deep inhale in through your nose and out through your mouth. Check your form. Take another deep inhale and come up slightly. And as you exhale, press down a little lower, dropping your shoulders, pulling your chest back. All right, and let's transition into low lunge from there. Hold here,
press your head or pull your head forward in line with your spine. Pull up with your quads. Good, and drop your back knee. Quick child's pose. Excellent work. All right, and come on back up, either up to your knees or up to standing. Your left foot is in front this time, okay? So, back knee off the ground. Caveat, you can do high lunge from your knee as well. Just like we talked about doing low lunge from your knee, this is an appropriate modification, okay? So, if you can, bring your knee up off the ground, press your hips forward, stack, 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 push down through the center of your body, keep your chest forward, pull your belly button in. Check to see where your front knee is. Check to make sure you have pressure between both feet, equal pressure. And when you're ready, hands up, shoulders back and down. Don't forget to breathe. Take a deep inhale. And exhale. Drop your shoulders. Take a deep inhale, rise up slightly. And exhale, drop a little deeper. Shoulders back, don't lean forward. Good, and now we lean forward into low lunge. Hands go on the ground. Press forward into that front knee. Press back, pull up with your glutes, head in line with the spine. And step back into child's pose. Good, split your fingers, press your chest down. Couple deep breaths, grab some water if you need to. All right, let's carry on and learn our last thing. Then we're gonna do a couple tricep, we'll do some triceps push-ups and call it a day. All right, so the last thing we're gonna learn today, we're not gonna focus on it, but I want you to know, I'm gonna turn this way so you can see. So with low lunge, our hands are on both sides of our feet. Okay, so join me in low lunge. Your left foot can be forward. Walk your front foot out to the side so that your chest is now kind of off center, and bring both hands to the inside, all right? So this is called runner's lunge. The tendency here is to go a little deeper, so be sure your front knee doesn't go past your front toe, all right? You can press your chest down. Some people have incredible flexibility and can drop down to their elbows, all right? But this is great, okay? Slightly deeper stretch. This is called runner's lunge, all right? So join me on the other side. Low lunge, hands on either side of your foot, okay? Walk your foot out. Your knee is now outside of your chest, and both hands are on the inside of your knee. Runner's lunge, okay? So I just answered all of your quiz questions. Be sure you go answer those. Let's do some tricep push-ups. Okay, we're gonna do kind of a longer set of triceps push-ups. So I encourage you to be on your knees, or at least drop to your knees when you need to, okay? If you can't get through the whole set today, that's okay. I want you to keep good form, okay? So when you start to struggle, bring your knees in and press from here, all right? Or you're just going down half an inch, all right? We're going my pace. Be sure your elbows are in and back. Squeeze your glutes. Here we go. Down slow. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Down, 2, up, 2. Pause, pause. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. Nice and slow. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3, 4. 2 more like that. Down, 2, 3, 4, up, 2, 3. I lied, that was the last one. 2 we go, faster. Down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Good, this is our last set. 8, 7, 6, 5. Last 4. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Child's pose. All right, and when you're ready, join me up on your knees. You can also sit if that's more comfortable for you. Quick tricep stretch. Pull your shoulders back and down before you bring your elbow over. Be sure your head stays in line with your spine. Good, and draw that same arm across your body. Little shoulder stretch. Good, and switch sides. Arm up and over, grab your your tricep, and head in line with your spine, shoulders back and down, lift up and over. Continue to breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're gonna flood our muscles with oxygen here at the end of our workout. And arm across the body, grab your tricep, your upper arm, pull your shoulder back. I know I harp on that, but it's important. Good. Couple shoulder rolls back. Join me seated. Your right leg comes up over your left knee. Press your knee away from you. And then you can walk your foot in and out as is comfortable, pulling it in and pressing your chest towards your ankle will increase the stretch. Walking it out, decrease the stretch. Sit up straight and tall. Good, and the leg that is on top swings wide. Bring this foot in and reach up and over, stretching your side body. If you're really flexible and want to do a wide stretch with both legs, that's fine as well. Good, and come up. Now turn your chest towards your foot and reach forward this way, keeping your back flat. Good, and come back to seated. The opposite foot comes up on top of your knee. Press your knee away from you and press your chest towards your ankles, moving your bottom foot in or out as is comfortable. Good, and that foot swings wide. Reach up and over, stretching the side of your body. And come on back up, turn your chest towards your foot, and walk your hands down towards your foot, knee, ankle, foot, wherever is comfortable for you. All right. Feel free to stretch anything else that feels like it needs to be stretched. Otherwise, take a deep inhale in through your nose and out through your mouth. A couple shoulder rolls back. 3, 2, 1. Roll your head out. And I will see you on Thursday. Thanks for coming.